Some of you know me because, like, I'm everywhere, and some of you don't. But I'm here today to spit truth to power, okay? That's old school, okay? But we got to deal with some truth now, okay? I honor everything that's been said, but I'm gonna start from day one, okay? First of all, now, somebody take a note because I'm not gonna repeat myself, okay? But what I'm going to say you need to hear, or at least investigate. I don't ask. Like I told my children, you don't have to believe me. Do the math, okay? So I'm telling all of you, and you're a lot older than my children were when I said it, don't take my word for anything. Do the math. So the first thing I want to tell you is you have to confront the fear-mongering that was, oh my God, that we were assailed with. Well, I wasn't, because I wasn't scared, because the whole thing sounds stupid to me, okay? But how you do that is look for truth. First truth that eliminates everything else is a virus does not exist outside the body. It doesn't, it can't, it's a non-entity. It has no molecular structure. That's why it's eating yours. Each and every one of you got viruses crawling around inside of you as we stand here. The only time you know you got a virus is when your own immune system has been dampened and is lazy and is not fighting the good fight. A virus is a hero. Yeah, they're the heroes because the virus alerts your T cells, which are your white fighting army, to get up, wake up, shave, and hit the field because we in war. That's what your viruses do. Look it up. Don't take my word. Okay, I didn't write Webster's Dictionary. I didn't write Gray's Anatomy. Look it up. So, okay now, if a virus is not something, you know, like in case I fall in love with this microphone and want to start macking out with it, macking out means kissing for y'all who ain't hip. Okay, so in case I just got to kiss it, okay, I want you to know it's safe. It's a good guy, okay, because there's nothing on it. Now there's bacteria on it, don't get me wrong, but see, their error was calling it a virus because a virus does not do what a bacteria does. Bacterias are all up in your coochie, okay? The virus is in your hair, in your ears, between your toes. I'm sorry, I meant a bacteria in case I said virus. But there is no fear, nothing to fear from a virus. In fact, I would suggest all of you, when you get on your knees at night, thank your viruses, because without your viruses alerting your T cells, which are your white T cells, to go to fight whatever infection that is prevailing in your immune system, you'd be dead. That's it, end of story. They are called EISOMES. Anybody can pronounce it for me, okay? But that's all they are. And it's less a thing than a mechanism, okay? Like, you know, you start the car, you gotta put the key in it, okay? So, and turn it, of course, okay? Okay, so, first deadly lie was that it's a virus. If anybody had good sense, I ain't calling y'all stupid, but lazy, okay? If any of you had said virus, let me look it up, see if it makes sense. You have to remember, I'm old school. I look everything up. My mama told me, she said, you don't know something, you ask somebody, okay? So I've been asking questions since I was knee-high to nothing, okay? And a lot of things don't hold up under scrutiny, okay? So your homework assignment is look up what the freaking virus is. And then you will realize something that I've realized for a year and 8 months or however long it is. There's nothing to fear from a virus. We should honor it and thank it. Okay, moving along. Oh, before I forget, I don't want to forget this. This is kind of changing up the chronological order, but the so-called vaccine, you got to know this now. The so-called, okay, we was walking around like, oh, it's this vaccination. Well, if we're stupid, we call it a vaccination. If we were brilliant, this jab or this shot is unapproved, and that was our badge of courage and power. Well, we don't take it because it's unapproved. But to understand, so what did they do? They really like little demons, I gotta tell you. They went and approved one. But what you don't know is they did not approve any of the 4 that they pumping. That's right. That's freaking A right. They didn't approve it. They went somewhere. I'm laughing because they just are busy. Mama said busy asses. You know, I mean, like, they went somewhere, got some unknown company called BioNTech, and approved, no, y'all got to hear this, approved a virus that a vaccination, shot, jab, they don't even have a product line. They don't even. And then they tell their lapdogs, the press, to say, oh, it was approved, what's that big one? Big company.
Pfizer.
Thank y'all. Okay, it's Pfizer. Now, Pfizer, just suffice it to say, there's nothing on the market that is a pseudo vaccination that has been approved. It's still unapproved. It's still in the experimental stage by those who have deigned to take it. Because they quit the trials. They did like 21 people or 12 people, and they was killing everybody, so they said, oh, that's enough. We'll just tell them what we want them to know. Do the math, people, okay? So realize this. I think somebody said it on the radio, or maybe I made it up. But when they say you got to take vaccination, say, I'm waiting for the BioNTech. Now let them go somewhere and create one, test it, and have it approved. Well, it's already approved. It just doesn't exist. Do the math. Look it up. I cannot kid you. I couldn't even make this up if I tried. So that's good to know, okay? But I'm going to go one step further. Me, myself, don't give me permission. My mother didn't give me permission, okay? My mother stopped telling me what to do. I think I was 2, because I said to her, why? She said the first word, you didn't say mama, you didn't say daddy, you said why. Start asking yourself why. Why am I doing this? Okay, why? Why are they mandating 3 masks? Oh, and I got to tell you about the masks before I forget. I hope y'all taking notes. Anyway, the reason that they are pumping the mask. Now, when have you guys known New York City to give anything away? Now, they're giving masks. You can have a dozen masks if you want a mask. You know why they're giving masks? And I actually figured this out for myself, which I'm sure y'all can believe. Because of a product that is inherent in the mask. It's called graphene oxide. And it is an antigen, and it is a monster, and it's also in your shot, and I heard it was in your breakfast cereal, but I don't know that. But it's on the mask. That's why they want to keep us in masks, because that's your first dose of the monster. Look it up, okay? Find out. You're slapping masks on your face. It's meant to weaken you. The reason that so many people died, if you do the math, you'll see it was in alignment with 5G coming online. 5G has already been proven to cause immune blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't have a internet. All this is my internet with God, okay? So, but the 5G causes combustion. Somebody look it up. Y'all can tell me. Okay? I know that much just from keeping my ear to the wall. Okay? So they brought out the quote-unquote virus to align with 5G, because the 5G was going to produce fog or blob or whatever. It actually has a name, okay? So y'all can look it up. Y'all can do something, you know? Anyway, so what we are seeing is weakened immune systems. That's why it hit the old people first. Not only that, those people had help dying, okay? Ask somebody who works in a hospital how many didn't get fed, okay? They literally kicked those old people's butts. And they're gonna have to answer for that because those are the ancestors and God don't play that. But that's why they didn't want anybody in there. It was busy smothering their butts, okay? But the ancestors are all around us, y'all, okay? So I'm saying, yes, they are. And it's such a shame, but it is what it is. But the 5G caused cellular combustion. They had already given everybody in the hospital flu shots. Flu shots are one of the, I got it figured out to 3 steps. Okay, let me see if I remember. 1, the mask. I always knew something was up for the mask, even though when I didn't know about the graphene oxide until it just got exposed. But I said, what's to stop them from doing like they did the natives and smearing with smallpox on it? And sure enough, it's ingrained in those masks. That's why they give you for free. When is New York? Ask for a piece of bread, see if you get that. Okay? But they're going to give you a mask. Everywhere you go, you want a mask? Hell no, I don't want a mask. Don't ask for bread. She's kidding, because you ain't getting bread. You can get a mask. So that was the graphene oxide, and God only knows what else. I don't know what else, but I knew it was something. The second is, oh my God, tell me this, somebody. Why would anybody go get a test that's going to stick something up your nose for something that's supposedly going on in your chest? Now, I couldn't figure that one out. Aren't you going in the wrong direction? Yeah? Is that not a clue? That's like, say, bend over, right? Okay, so what they did with that, ignore. Listen, let me tell you this. Wait a minute. No. You're my audience. When I went over, there was some hecklers over there. And I'd be cool. Y'all don't even know. I walk over to them and I says, would somebody like to speak? The microphone is there. Anybody can speak. There. I'm shy. I said, well, why are you standing back here yelling? You so shy. Okay? So my thing is this. If you don't give them your attention, they won't have your attention. Ignore them. It's not rocket science. Okay? They want to disrupt, not discuss. Difference. Okay? All right. So ignore them. When they come up here naked, unless you're desperate, ignore it. Okay? But they can't draw your attention unless you give it to them. Okay? Okay, so the second thing was the stick up in the wrong direction. Okay, I'm going to culminate this, okay? But what that was about was, believe it or not, somebody's phenylglycol is a carrying agent that went right through your blood-brain barrier. They was not taking any chances. So even if they told you, oh, the PCR that wasn't even meant for a testing period said you are clearing whatever, they already got you. That's what the testing was for. Nothing up your nose is going to tell you what's going on in your daggone chest. It doesn't work that way. Ask any person that's medically inclined and ask your common sense. Like I said, Mama said, you don't know something, ask somebody, okay? Third was the jab. I came up with something for just abysmal beast. Well, I'm very much into words, so that's what it stands for me. It's an abysmal beast because it's a serious, serious monster, okay? And it came to devour, all right? But, okay, the other day I said to myself, I'm listening to the radio and they're telling us what the reset is. You know, like they're just gonna rule the roost. And I said to myself, T, by what right? I said that just like that to myself. And guess what myself said? Myself said, by the right of allowance. Who gets that? Everything that's going on, we are allowing. I have met the enemy and it is us. We stop holding our government responsible. So why would they come and say, hey, do you want to hear about this bill? When do we ask them to do anything except we want them to pay the rent or something? Intercess on that behalf. Okay? So we have met the enemy and he is us. We're asking them for exemptions. For our right to our body, please don't do something to my body. That's like asking the rapist, please don't rape me. Free that, kill that mother. Okay? We have to assume Americans have become so weak and whiny. Oh my God. Following that politically correct bull. No, I'm old school. 60s we said we voiced truth to power and we didn't give a shit. And guess what? I don't give a shit now. How you organize is this. I'm going to tell you how you organize. I come out and I spoke a few times and people like, oh, Tina, let's talk. Tina, let's get together. Never heard from them again. I admit I ain't call them either. Because my way of organizing is this. Do you. That's it. If you say no and don't comply, if he says no and don't comply, if Jessica says no and don't comply, we have a collective. Okay? Damn straight. So just do you. You don't have to get with 5 other people. You don't have to get, Jessica disagrees, but that collective will find each other. That's why we're here. Okay? But don't hold up the works. Do not hold, they're kicking me off. Don't hold off the works waiting for somebody to call. Okay? Who you gonna call? Call your damn self. You say no. If they can put you in the street for 18 months with nothing, you can go in the street for your body for another 18 months. Somehow you survive their 18 months, you'll find a way to survive your 18 months. Because it'll be on your terms. Find your spine, do the math, and say hell no. Yo.
Thank you, Tina.